Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Oilers coming in at 8-0, going up against the Beats, who come in at 7-1.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Brooklyn Beats and the Houston Oilers. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A big hit. Knocked down sideways near the 42. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They run it again with Cook. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. They'll drop to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there of 22. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. They're going to look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Roberts with it over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Six yards to go here on second down. Handoff comes to Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They'll set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 2nd and 10 now. as they run the counter play. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. As they run the counter play. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And some room to roam now. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown! A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs.
Quick strip, the ball's out. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
First and goal, defense with their backs against the wall. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And now out comes Houston. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hayes. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. And now here's a carry heading left. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They run the counter now on first down. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side, complete. That's Spencer. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back near the 48-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Spencer. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Bugging.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain.
You want what?
He's coming off a really terrific
Ain't no
performance.
candy.
Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like, you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now again running right, it's Cook. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dayon Buchanan coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Go.
Trying to shake off the interception.
Oh, yo, what is that?
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
What's that,
But the team's turned it over 3 times in the first half. We just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Toss to Cook. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
What's wrong? Jada, what's wrong? You know what I'm saying? It's because whenever Daddy turned the game on, y'all was fine watching this Saturday. Go finish watching the movie, and we're going to eat in a little bit. Now all of a sudden you starving because you see me playing the game. Stop doing that.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look look to throw here. It's complete to Diggs. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Frank's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And now out comes Houston. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. And now out comes Houston. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught inside the 25.
A
huge play there for Houston.
Like you got all these toys, your tablet, go play.
Well, even
not
after
right
all
now,
those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hayes. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
All right, here we go.
Now back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
Exhale.
You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, they can just tighten.
It's what they want to do. Tighten down everything they're doing, and then maybe explode at the right time.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
On second down, Cook. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll throw now on the final play. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's brought down after a good gain. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. They run again on first down. Cook. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a first down carry by Jones. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And now look at him go. Past the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So that'll back him up 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Looking to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2nd down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. As they run the counter play. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. They'll drop the throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit! Let's go! Green!
They're going to look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Now they try the right side here. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndrew White with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
Stephon Diggs. And what a big-time play there. 48 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Finding room to the 20. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as many.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Tie game, fourth quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation. And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about, Dust, all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. They come up here on 1st and 10. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he'll go at the 25. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cook. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they give this time to the tailback. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And they're not going to let him get this one off. We have a whistle and a timeout as they'll try to put him on ice a bit. And they still have 2 timeouts left. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Even score late in the fourth. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And he's able to find Diggs. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. Space to run past the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And his guys have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And now out comes Houston. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A give. This is Cook. And he's got room. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out comes Houston. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Clock now under 30 ticks and running.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. It got his man complete. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Brooklyn, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Good night, everybody.